Now, understand what is happening in Yaoundé. And I want you to dig deep as I say these words, because you're going to realize that politics is a game of interest. And that is why there is no permanent friend in politics. There is no permanent enemy in politics. The only thing in politics that is permanent is the interest of the politician. And that is why there is a clear difference between a politician and a statesman. And we don't have a statesman in Cameroon. A statesman does not think about next election. A statesman thinks about next generation. Just like you have somebody like Traoré. Traoré does not think about the next election in Burkina Faso. He's thinking about the next generation, what he can leave behind for Burkinabés who will come. Mandela did not think about the next election. That's why when he came out, he ruled for a particular period of time and did not go in for the next election because that was not his intention. He wanted to free the black people in South Africa and give them an opportunity to manage the country, to be economically independent. So Mandela did not think about the next election because he's a statesman. Yes, he was a statesman. Think about the likes of Kwame Nkrumah, Samora Machel, and you name all these, Thomas Sankara. These are politicians who were statesmen. They started as politicians and they transformed themselves into statesmen. But you see, someone like Mr. Biya has been a politician from day one and is still a politician today. Why? Because he can never become a statesman. He does not think about the next generation. He thinks only about the next election. So you're getting it. And so what is there is that Issa Tchiroma, Bello Buma Maigari, all of them are politicians. Issa Tchiroma will have to resign if he has to run for president in Cameroon. But let me be very categorical. Why does he even want to run for president? Why not just tell sympathizers, supporters, militants of his party that you go ahead, follow your conscience and vote the candidate you think can take you out of the misery that the CPDM and your brother Issa Tchiroma have kept you people for the past 42 years and counting? No. Issa Tchiroma cannot do that because he is not a statesman. He is not thinking about the next generation. He's thinking about the next election. Do you think that Issa Tchiroma, if he resigns from the government of Mr. Biya, can beat Mr. Biya in an election, even if the election is free, fair, and transparent? He cannot. He cannot beat Cabral Libi. He cannot beat Maurice Kamto. That is why I tell you one thing. If you put in a very free, fair, and transparent election, if you put Mr. Biya against Cabral Libi will beat Mr. Biya. If you put O.C. Joshua against Mr. Biya, O.C. Joshua will beat Mr. Biya. Now, if you put Mr. Biya, Cabral Libi, O.C. Joshua, Professor Maurice Kamto in a very free, fair, and transparent election, Professor Maurice Kamto will win because he is the man of the moment. Now, take the case of Issa Tchiroma Bakari, the guy who used to lie to save Mr. Biya. Do you think that even if he resigns from the government and presents himself as a candidate, it's a distraction? It's a distraction. Why do I say so? His intention is to distract the voters in Garoua and the rest of the Grand North who have fallen in love with Professor Maurice Kamto. We know what we are saying here. But I'm still coming to the point that we are waiting to hear who will be the flag bearer as far as the next election is concerned. Who is going to represent the CPDM party? Yeah. Who will be the flag bearer of that party? That is the question, because Mr. Biya is not ready to run. I told you this some months back. Go to my old videos. Go to almost my second video on this channel, YouTube, and you will see that video where I told you that Mr. Biya has decided not to run for president. And if you don't believe me, we are waiting. The only reason Mr. Biya can change his mind is because he is like a dementia patient, one who does not understand his immediate environment, one who has lost the sense of reasoning. His memory is... People would ask me, oh, but we see him address the nation. Mr. Biya reads a speech that is given to him. They have their moments. You don't even know when that is done. CRTV can put him there and put live, whereas it's not live. Yes, they can record him when he's okay, and then they keep it, and during that hour, it goes as though it is live, whereas it is not live. There's just absolutely nothing that is not possible when it comes to CRTV and the government of Mr. Biya. CRTV does not even believe that it is a state-owned media, that is, it is owned by Cameroonians and not Mr. Biya and his cohort. So Issa Tchiroma trying to resign like he's planning to do, even if he resigns and runs for president, it's just a distraction. He wants to distract those voters in the Grand North who have fallen in love with Professor Maurice Kamto. But you see, when it is time for banana to ripe, put it in the deep freezer, it will get ripe. Yeah, it will get ripe. It is time for change in Cameroon. Mr. Biya is going to go. He will not run. There is problem now at the level of the CPDM party. Who is going to represent them? Mr. Biya does not even know what is happening around him. Hey, I am not dissing the age of the president, but when you are 90 years, trust me, your memory completely fails. It is not magic. It is nature. It is natural. You cannot reason well at 90. Yeah. So, when you see the president walking, looking confused, when you heard him talking in New York, asking, where are we? Are there important people in the hall? Do I have to speak now? How did you people feel as Cameroonians? Let us be honest. You watching me and supporting the CPDM, when you saw your president asking that, where are we? United Nations meeting, your president is asking, where are we? Are there important people in this hall? Do I need to talk now? That's to tell you what I am saying here is corroborating the fact that our president has come of age and cannot reason like a normal person. At 40 and counting, getting towards 50, 60, 70, you will realize that you start forgetting a lot. You start forgetting. It's very normal. It's very normal. These are natural things. It's just like you start growing old. Your face is changing. Why are we running away from reality? Why are we running away from reality? Mr. Biya is not going to run for president. Issa Tchiroma can resign, run for president. It's a distraction. He just wants to be a stumbling block for Professor Maurice Kamto. But the people of the Grand North, they know the truth. They know that it is the most abandoned region, a region where there is no water. Potable water is missing. Children still sit on the bare floor to study. In 2000, Cameroon, in this modern era, children sit on the floor to study. There are no benches in schools. Schools without roof, without a building. Are you serious? Teachers sit under the tree and prepare lessons. And you tell me that you want to vote Mr. Biya? You want to vote Mr. Biya to manage your country? It's a shame. It's a shame. So, watch out. Issa Tchiroma Bakari is a distraction. Don't bother about his resignation if he should resign, because I know he's going to resign in order to present himself as candidate. Yeah, but we are keeping tabs on them. Now, the big thing is Yaoundé. Who is going to represent the CPDM party? That is their greatest worry. That Mr. Biya is still being very, very serious about the whole thing. Do they want to bring his son, Frank Biya? It cannot happen in Cameroon. If they try that, they will know that Cameroon is not Congo. Cameroon is not Gabon. Cameroon is not Chad. Cameroon is Cameroon. And that's why they call it a continent, because Cameroon is very peculiar. It's a very peculiar country in Africa. Trust me. And so that thing of son taking over from father cannot happen in Cameroon. We are going to see a third president. Amadou Ahidjo, Paul Biya, there is a question mark, but we are going to see a third president emerge. A different face is going to emerge. Here when the Catholic, they shout, Abemus Papam, we have a pope. This time, Cameroonians will be shouting, Abemus Presidente. We have a new president.